What's up, guys? My name is Ty Zen. Welcome to the cryptocurrency.market channel. This is a trading, investing, and entrepreneurship channel where we focus on the real world things that we need to do to make life-changing profits in the cryptocurrency world, okay? And in this video, guys, I want to talk about something that prevents us from doing that, and it actually causes us to lose money in that, all right? So this is not a video that I really want to make, guys, but we're starting to enter a new bull market, and we got a lot of these fake ass piece of shit hypocrites popping up everywhere, okay? And I'm not going to talk about all of them. I just want to talk about, you know, one or two of them that really have a huge impact on the amount of life-changing profits that you can make in your portfolio and in this next coming bull market, okay? But before I get started on naming names and talking about who or what they're doing, you know, I want to share with you guys something that happened to me that opened my eyes to look at reality, okay? So many of you guys already know that, you know, if you guys have been following our channel for a while, you guys know that I came from a very small fishing village in Vietnam, in south of Vietnam, in the Cà province, okay? And after the war with the U.S., you know, my family came to, we left the Vietnam, and we ended up as refugees in a refugee camp in Malaysia. And then from there, came to the U.S. as political refugees, and we lived in the U.S. for many years. My family does not have money, education, and nothing, okay? We grew up in my family came from a very small fishing village of just a few thousand people. Like, I think when we left in 1977 or 78, somewhere around there, it was only like maybe about 3,000 people in my village. So because of that, we came to the U.S. as Vietnamese refugees, no education, no money, no capital, no family, nobody in the U.S. And because we came from a poor family, and we came to America, even though America's a wealthier country, we were still a poor family, so we didn't know what to do to make money. So my family moved to a black ghetto neighborhood in a very poor neighborhood in America to reduce our living expenses and our housing costs and everything. And I ended up going out, hanging out with the wrong people, and I ended up going to prison for drugs for nearly 14 years, okay? Now, when I was in prison, okay, I got to a prison called FCI Danbury. It stands for Federal Correctional Institute Danbury. That was the second federal prison that I went to start my time, okay? I had just turned 19 years old at that time. I just, you know, just turned 19 years old. I came in when I was 18 years old, and by the time I finished going to court, going to trial, and get my 15-year sentence and everything, by the time they finally finished with all the paperwork and all the trial and everything, and I was ready to start my time, you know, that was when I was about 19 years old. And when I got to the Federal Correctional Institute, the federal prison in the city of Danbury, and then in the state of Connecticut, which is like right north of the city of New York City, one of the things that I'll share with you guys is that in prison, they don't, for some reason, they don't look at how much, what crime you did or just any of that, right? The way that the hierarchy in prison works, okay, the way that people respect you and where you're at in the social status is, one is whether you were a snitch or not, okay? So since I chose not to snitch on my friends and my family and my brother and all my colleagues, right, I got 15-year sentence for a very, very small few grams of drugs and a firearm. It was a .25 pistol, okay? So, and before you guys jump on my ass about having a gun or something, just so you guys know, in the state of Texas, everybody owns guns, okay? It's perfectly legal, okay? The reason why I got a lot of time was because I refused to snitch on my friends, so they punished me by giving me a lot of time, okay? Now, so when I got there, right, they actually, when I first got to the prison at Danbury, they actually kept me in there in the hole. They wouldn't let me go into the public yard in the population with everyone else, because it was one of the rare times that they had a teenager in their prison with the most time. So out of all the people at that prison that I was at, I had the most time, okay? And I was a teenager, so they didn't know what to do. So they kept me in the hole for a couple of weeks just to make sure that psychologically I was okay and everything before they put me out in the population or the yard with everyone else and mix up with all the other, close to 2,000 prisoners, okay? Now, I thought it was kind of stupid because why did you give me a 15-year sentence for, and then now you're trying to figure out that you should put me on the open population with all the adults, okay? So to me, it was kind of stupid. I didn't want to be in the hole. The hole is a prison inside the prison, okay? So when you're in the hole, the bad thing about it is that there's no sunlight, there's nothing. You're in your cell all day long, 24 hours a day, and you can't go anywhere, okay? At least when you're in the regular yard, in the regular prison, right? At least, you get to walk around, talk to other prisoners, meet around. So I got in there, and so when I came out of the hole, they finally let me out of the hole, right? They asked me if I was okay, go through all the psychological examinations and check to make sure I was okay. And when they discovered that I was going to be, they felt that I was going to be okay, they let me back out into the yard. And when I came out in the yard, the first thing that I noticed was that I gained this respect from everyone just because I had a 15-year sentence. I was a teenager with 15-year sentence, and everyone gave me automatic respect because I did not snitch on my friends. I was not a rat, right? I didn't squeal like a pig, right? So they appreciate that because about 98% of the people that go to federal prison are all snitches, okay? And so they respected the fact that I got all that time and did not snitch on anyone. So that's what in prison they call it, Ty's got balls, or Ty knows, can hold his nuts, okay? So that's kind of like the saying they say in prison, okay? Now, there was a guy in there. There was a big black guy, okay? I forget what his name is. I remember exactly what he looked like, but I just can't remember his name, okay? Because he was not there for very long. As a matter of fact, I think his name was Butch. I'm gonna call him Butch anyways, okay? So this big black guy named Butch, he was about 6'7", 6'8". He's like the height of a regular basketball player, okay? And this dude was humongous. He was like 350 pounds. I mean, he was just a huge giant of a man. And he had been in prison for 10 years. And that which leads us to the second point of automatic respect, okay? The first one was that because I got a lot of time, they gave me respect. The second one was because I was not a snitch. They gave me respect for being a teenager and having the courage not to snitch on no one and having the guts not to snitch on anyone, okay? So because of that, this guy, Butch, he'd been in prison for 10 years. He did 10 years, and he had about, I think, like 4 or 5 months left before he was going to go home, all right, before he gets released from prison. And everybody was, ooh, like, this guy did 10 years in prison? Like, wow, I can't believe this, And he's still, on the outside, he looks like he's still sane. He's not going crazy. He talks coherently, and that was like the first guy that I met that had done so much time. Up until that point, I had done like almost a year in prison, and this guy's done 10 years. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this, And so I automatically gave him respect. Why? Was he a good human being? Was he a prisoner of integrity? Did he snitch on? Was he? He held his nuts and he took responsibility for his actions and didn't snitch on someone else and blame it on someone else to do the time for him. Okay. Did I respect him because he spoke multiple languages, was very educated, was a good businessman, or someone that that protected the young freshman prisoners from getting raped or getting sexually assaulted or something? No, I didn't respect him because of any of that. I simply respected him because he did 10 years in prison. And that was so unfathomable to me at that time. I couldn't imagine doing 10 years in prison, but I knew that I had to. So I respected this guy, wanted to talk to him, and in turn, he respected me because I was a teenager in there with the most time, with 15 years, with a 15-year, 1-month sentence, okay? So because of that, we had this mutual respect for each other, and everyone had this mutual respect for us simply because he had done 10 years and I had a 15-year sentence, okay? The real sentence was 15 years and 1 month. I just say 15 years just to round it off, okay? So anyways, we're working, and he was working in the kitchen in the cafeteria, and I was working in the cafeteria. And the crap that they feed us in prison, you guys already heard all the horror stories, so I'm not gonna waste my time telling you guys, okay? But once in a while, we have some fruit in there, like oranges or apples or bananas or something. And what happens is, it's common that the prisoners would steal it out of the cafeteria, out of the kitchen, and take it back to their unit to eat later on, or to share it with their friends, or to sell it. It's one of those, okay? So that day, I scored big, okay? One day I scored big. I got a big old box of oranges, okay? I mean, it was, a full-size box of oranges like the ones that you see at the grocery store when they're stocking the new oranges at the grocery store. Big old box of oranges, maybe 100 oranges in there or something. I don't know how many's in there, but it's a big old box, okay? And I want you guys to keep in mind, like right now I weigh about 198 pounds, okay? I'm about 5'11", 198 pounds right now. And back then, and that's about 94 kilos, 94, 95 kilos right there. And I'm 1.82, 1.83 meters tall, okay? So I'm not a short guy, I'm not a small guy now, okay? But back then, I was the same height, but I was much skinnier, right? Back then, I hadn't learned how to lift weights yet. I hadn't learned how to get big and strong yet. I never knew anything about lifting weights back then, so I didn't know how to get big. I was very skinny back then. But at that time, I was about 135 pounds, if I remember correctly. 135, 136 pounds, so somewhere in the low to mid 130s, okay? So that's how big I was. And so 130 pounds is, I think, how much is that? Somewhere around 62, 63, 64, 65 kilos, somewhere around there, like 65 kilos or something like that, okay? Same height, but I was much, much skinnier. I was 19 years old. Today, I'm 49 years old. So I've been lifting weights all my life, so I'm much bigger, stronger. I know how to fight, I know martial arts. Back then, I didn't know anything. I was just a little skinny, little nerdy kid that ended up in prison, okay? And so what happened was, at that time, for me to carry a big old box of oranges was pretty heavy. Right now, it may not be so heavy, right? But back then, so I sold this box of orange from the cafeteria, and I was trying to run out the front door and get to my unit so I can stash it and eat it later with my friends, okay? Keep in mind, I was at work at the kitchen, and somehow or another, they left some oranges there on the table, so I snagged it, and I was gonna take it back, and me and my friends were gonna eat it, okay? Now, what happened was, whenever I got to the front door, and I was trying to get out, all of a sudden, Butch comes up in front of me, and he blocks my door, right? He comes, and he just stands there, as if he's looking out the door, he's looking around, and I was like, watch out, Butch, let me get out of here, man. Now, here's the thing, guys, you gotta remember this, okay? I'm standing here with this box of oranges. It's very obvious what I'm doing. Like, it doesn't take a rocket science to know what I'm doing. You're not supposed to have a big old box of oranges like that, okay? There's no place to buy it in the prison, there's nowhere, right? So I'm working in the kitchen, so I snagged this box of oranges, right? And so I'm trying to get to my unit, and Butch just stands there, and it's a double door to get out of the kitchen, but he's standing there. The dude is so big, he just stands there, I can't get through him, right? So I'm like, dude, get out the way, man. And he's like, no. And then he's looking around like this. He's looking around like this. And the first time I told him to get out of the way, I didn't know what was going on. I was still young, I was early, right? Knowing what I know now, right now, right? Knowing what I know now, if I saw the same thing happen to me today, like if I was gonna go to prison today and I saw that happen to me, I wouldn't ask him anything, I'd throw the box of oranges at him and then start commencing to whip his ass right there. I wouldn't even ask him, okay? Because it's very obvious what I'm trying to do. Get the fuck out of my way, okay? And so he just stood there. And at that time, I was naive. I didn't know what was going on. Like, why the hell is this guy saying here? He clearly sees me with this box of orange. I'm trying to take it back to the unit, right? So I'm sitting there thinking around, like, I'm confused. I don't know what to do at that time. I'm like, what the? This dude's way too big. I can't kick his ass. He's too strong. I can't get him out of the way. He's just standing there blocking the door. And in about 10 seconds, some cop is going to see me, some prison guard is going to see me with this box of oranges in my hand, right? And I'm going to get in trouble for it. So I didn't know what to do. right? And I tell him again the second time. And I say, dude, get out the way, man. I gotta get back to my unit. And he stands there and he's looking around, and I realized now, when I said the second time and he didn't move, I realized that he was looking around for a prison guard to snitch on me. To snitch on me for stealing that box of oranges from the kitchen, okay? And so I realized, man, I'm in an unwinnable, I can't win in this situation. So I just dropped the box of oranges there and I just go back to doing my work in the kitchen, okay? And when the guards finally came, you know, he told the guards that somebody was trying to steal the oranges, you know, and then so he helped the guards take the box of oranges and put it back in the storage unit. Okay, so I watched this whole thing, and that was a huge lesson for me. It was a huge lesson for me in life, because when I saw that jackass, that snitch, you know, this whole time everyone thought he was not a snitch. When he did that, that clearly indicates that Butch was a snitch. And the reason why he only got 10 years in prison was because he snitched on other people so he wouldn't get a lot of time. You know, because I used to wonder, like, how can he have all those drugs and only get 10 years in prison? But now he confirmed to me why he didn't get a lot of time in prison for all the drugs that he got caught with, because he had snitched on somebody else and they did the prison time, and that's why he's getting out in 10 years and not in 50 years or something, okay? So this is a huge lesson for me, guys. Why am I telling you guys this story? Why am I telling you guys some story about how a guy snitched on me for stealing some oranges in a prison, you know, freaking 20-something years ago when I was 19 years old, okay? The reason why I'm telling you guys this is that we have a natural tendency when we go to work, when we go to school, when we go out in the world, we naturally attribute respect and credit to the people who have been there longer than we have. Some of you guys that are following me right now, you guys say, hey, Ty, you know, since, you know, I give you a lot of respect because, you know, you and Leon, you guys started the first, you know, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency trading and investing channel on the internet. And, you know, you guys are OGs, you guys are original gangsters, you guys are the first guys to do this. You know, you guys were the first ones to tell people to invest in Ethereum when no one was talking about it, you know, into Waves, into Lisk, into Stratus, into Neo, into AntShares, into all these projects, right? And made a shitload of life-changing profits from it. So that's why we're gonna give you guys respect, okay? And I appreciate that and everything, guys. I appreciate that you guys follow us and give us that kind of respect for the things that we have done in the past. But I want you guys to look at it, guys. Are you guys giving us respect because you guys see what we have accomplished in crypto and made some really good choices and analyzed some really good projects and invested into some really good projects and made some, you know, massive amounts of life-changing profits that allowed us to quit our jobs and retire early, right? Right now, I'm broadcasting from the city of Bangkok, right here in this nice luxury condo. My kids are here learning to swim, right, with their private swim instructor and private swim coach. And I get to sit here and make these videos and share it with you guys. And in the past, I would be, at this time of the day, in the weekday like this, I'd be busting my ass in the office, sitting there, you know, working my ass off and going nowhere in life, okay? So if you guys respect us because of what we have accomplished, then you are doing the right thing. But if you respect us in our channel because we've been in it a long time, we've been in it for 7 years, right? That's not good enough, guys. That's good and that's not good enough. And I'm gonna tell you guys that right now, that is not good enough. I would rather, right, you guys respect us for the things that we have accomplished and not just because we've been in the industry longer than you have, okay? And that's what happened when I first came to prison. I respected the people, not because of their talents or what they were able to do, right? But they or like Martin Luther King says, you know, respect people for the content of their character and not the color of their skin, okay? In this case, right, I was respecting people because of how much time they did. Or in crypto, there are people that we often attribute, like, for example, like someone like Andreas Antonopoulos, right? Everybody respects him because he's been in crypto a long time. Like Tone Vays, everybody respects him because he's been in crypto a long time. Everybody respects the Bitcoin Meister because he's been in crypto a long time, okay? Those guys, right, they've been educating the public, you know, telling people about Bitcoin, things like that for a long time. I can understand that, right? But what about the guys, for example, like Max Keiser, okay? Which is the main person that inspired me to make this video, okay? thanks to piece of shit, hypocrite, Max Keiser, right? That it prompted me to make this video today. Okay, that's if you guys wondering, hey, what sparked the interest for Ty to make this video? Well, you can go thank the hypocrite, Max Keiser. Okay, now why am I calling him a fake ass piece of shit hypocrite? Okay, one, okay, I have a lot of respect for Max Keiser in the beginning when he first started talking about Bitcoin. He started talking about how Bitcoin was gonna squash the banksters and he calls them the banksters. I come from the street, from the hood, I know about gangsters, right? I lived around them for many, many years. I've lived around more Bloods and Crips than most people know. I've lived around more Serenos and around all these gangs, than you guys can ever imagine, and fighting with them and having to ally with them, having to fight with them, all kinds of stuff, okay? So when Max Keiser was telling me about how these, Bitcoin was going, or crypto was going to destroy these banksters, right? That resonated with me. I appreciate that, okay? But then, over the years, I remember when he first started promoting Quark Coin, okay? And when I say promote, right, I have no evidence, right, that he got paid by the Quark Coin team to promote their coin. I'm not gonna use the word promote, okay? I'm just gonna use the word that he talked about it, okay? And you guys know that on our channel, when you guys hear me talk about a coin, it's safe to assume that I am invested in that coin. You don't have to ask me, hey Ty, are you invested in this coin? Did you buy this coin? Okay, one, you can, you can believe that if we're talking about that coin, it's almost 99.99% chance that we are invested in that coin. Okay, so just on the safe side, full disclosure. Okay, so Quark Coin we did not buy, just so you know. All right, if we buy it, if you ask us if we're in a coin, I'll be happy to tell you. We don't, hide anything. We don't hold back anything. All right. So this guy Max Keiser, he's talking about Bitcoin, and he jumps to talk about Max Coin, and he jumps to talk about Quark Coin, and he jumps to talk about Litecoin, and there's other coins that he talks about that I don't even remember because there were so many. Okay, I don't remember, right? And what happens is, Max Keiser, I don't know if he's getting older. I don't know if his, mental functions are deteriorating. His memory is fading. I don't know what it is, right? But for some reason, he forgets that he used to talk about these coins, and now all of a sudden it benefits him more to be a Bitcoin maximalist, and then he starts talking about being a Bitcoin maximalist. Okay, he talks about Bitcoin this, Bitcoin that, and all this. Okay, let's just make this very clear, guys. The only two guys, right, that I respect that are real Bitcoin maximalists, one is Bitcoin Meister, okay? Number two is Tone Vase, all right? The reason why I respect those two guys and not any of the other Bitcoin maximalists out there is because these guys were talking about Bitcoin long before Bitcoin. Oh, by the way, and also the whole crew over there at the World Bitcoin Network, the Matt Thomas Hunt and Vortex and all those guys over there, all those guys I respect. None of those guys probably like me. None of those guys probably like the fact that I trade crypto in and out. But you know what? I really don't care, right? But I still respect those guys, right? I don't consider them frauds. I don't consider them, fake asses. I don't consider the guys from like Mad Bitcoins or World Bitcoin Network or any of those guys that broadcast on there. I don't consider any of those guys, fake ass hypocrites. I just consider them having a different opinion than I do about Bitcoin and crypto, and I respect everyone's opinion, okay? I don't care what they do, okay? But someone like a Max Keiser, someone like a Fluffy Pony, all the crew over there at the Magical Crypto, to me, these guys are all piece of shit, fake ass hypocrites. Why? Because they say one thing, and then they change their story up. Like for example, that other piece of shit hypocrite, Richard Hart, okay? I want you guys to think about this, okay? This guy, right, Richard Hart and Kevin Pham, that other Vietnamese guys, he's a disgrace to my country in Vietnam because he's such a fake ass hypocrite, okay? These guys were talking bad about altcoins, okay? The Magical Crypto guys, the Kevin Pham, Richard Hart, the guy that's scamming everybody right now with the Hex coin, okay? These guys were in 2017, in late 2017, throughout 2017, and throughout 2018, these guys were talking bad about all the other altcoin projects. Saying every bad thing that you can imagine, calling them shitcoin, calling them scams, everything. Meanwhile, in the background, you got piece of shits like the guys over at the Magical Crypto place and the guys over at Richard Hart and them. They were investing into other coins. They were building another altcoin. Matter of fact, Richard Hart was building a Hex coin while he was being a Bitcoin maximalist online and sitting there with his stupid candles and telling everybody how he was a Bitcoin maximalist and how all the other altcoins were just shit coins. Behind the scenes, he got people working for him building Hex coin. What do you guys think about that? One, he's a hypocrite, or number two, he has no freaking clue. He's saying, oh, Bitcoin doesn't scale, it doesn't do this, the transactions all this other shit, right? And I'm like, okay, so that clearly shows you didn't understand it then, because you never said any of those bad things about Bitcoin back when at the peak of the bull market in 2017. You guys see that? These guys never say anything bad about Bitcoin, and now they go off and build their own altcoins, and now they want to say something bad about Bitcoins. They're hypocrites. Either they're hypocrites today, or they didn't know shit that we're talking about Bitcoin back in the peak of the 2017 bull market. Okay, so the reason why I'm sharing this, guys, with you, okay, the reason why I'm telling you guys this and about these piece of shit hypocrites in crypto, like Max Keiser, the Magical Crypto guys, Kevin Pham, Richard Hart, and all these idiots, you know, the reason why I have no respect for them, right, is because they hurt a lot of people. Imagine all the people that could have made life-changing profits and quit and retired from their work or bought them a new home, paid off their debt, if they would have invested into Ethereum. How many people missed out? How many of you guys right here didn't sell and take profits or didn't invest into Ethereum because of these idiots over here? Okay, imagine that, right? And now, in this bull market now, the first one that I see, right, and I said in the last, after what happened, after these hypocrites were on the scene, I was busy trading back then. I didn't have time to make videos. If you guys noticed, there was a gap in our channel where we didn't make any videos because we were busy trading and making money, right, in the summer of 2017. But in this cycle, right, I know that many of you guys that missed out last time, there's a huge opportunity in this bull market. And I'm gonna do my best to call out these fake ass hypocrites in crypto. And the reason why a lot of people don't call them out is because they're scared, they're afraid. They're like, oh, you know, this guy's, oh, Max Keiser, he's been in crypto for a long time. He's an OG, he's a legendary. He's been here a long time. He's a veteran, he's a crypto veteran. We can't talk shit about him, right? Yeah, you can. If I do something wrong, you guys talk shit about me too. Call me out on it, okay? Call me out on it. Don't think just because, oh, Ty, you started the first Bitcoin or crypto channel, you know, we can't call you out. I want you to call me out, okay? If I do something that's unethical or immoral, or you guys think it's not right, you know, it's not right to your viewers or to you guys, you call me out on it. I'll be happy to listen to it, okay? And if I see that I'm wrong, I'll be happy to adjust and make changes, okay? But these piece of shit hypocrites like Max Keiser and company, right? They go out there and they're screaming and yelling on the camera. I can scream and yell too, Max, okay? You're not the only one that can scream and yell on the camera and act like a fool, okay? If there's anybody that can act a fool, I can act a fool on camera, okay? So don't think you're special or something, okay? Acting a fool is not that hard for an idiot like me, okay? So anyways, right? You got him talking about all these altcoins, and he invested in all these altcoins. He probably bought all these altcoins. He probably invested in all these altcoins and made a crap load of it. And now he wants to, you know, suck in viewers and act like and become a Bitcoin maximalist because that's the popular and the in thing to do right now, right? And meanwhile, he's talking shit about all these other projects. You know, I don't go for that, man. I don't go for that, right? If you guys notice, in all my videos, I don't call any altcoins shit coins. I'm not going to go invest in a coin and then turn around and call it a shit coin because that's a complete disrespect to all the engineers that's working on that coin. Okay? If I don't believe in that coin, don't invest into it. Don't invest into it. But I can't sit there. It's hypocritical for me to invest in a coin and then turn around and talk crap about it and talk bad about it. To me, that's very hypocritical. Okay, and to do it behind the scenes and act like no one's going to call me out on it or no one's going to say anything about it just because I'm an OG in crypto, screw that, man. You know, Max Keiser needs to be called out, man. The guy's a piece of shit hypocrite, okay? I don't know why all these people give him all this, credit and everything for what he does. He ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing to help the goddamn crypto community. He ain't doing nothing to help you make life-changing profits in crypto. He ain't doing nothing to help you increase your trading skills or your investing skills. All he goes up there is and rants and bitches and complains about what the bankers are doing, right? And guess what? He's doing the exact same thing. Max, you are doing the exact same thing that you've been bitching and complaining about all these banksters doing. You're doing the exact same thing, you piece of shit, okay? You're doing the exact same thing that the banksters are doing to the public. You're doing the exact same thing, you fucking fake-ass piece of shit hypocrite, all right? And if I ever see you in fucking public, I'll tell you to your fucking face. I'm not just saying it on camera. Okay, you ever come to Bangkok or Southeast Asia? I see you, let me know. I'll come and I'll say it to your face. I'm not gonna say it behind your back, okay? Like some of you fucking, coward ass motherfuckers out there, all right? So anyways, guys, I'm saying this because you guys gotta be careful whenever you guys are watching these people online, right? You have these clowns, like in the last bull market we got, we got those clowns like Superman, fucking going on there, and then you got that other poker player, I forget what, Doug Polk. Fucking these are goddamn entertainment channels, guys. These are not trading or investing channels. You want to watch those channels for entertainment? You can go watch them for entertainment. As soon as the crypto market is dead, where did these guys go? They all freaking disappeared. They disappeared. They're just opportunists. They never believed in Bitcoins. They never believed in crypto. They don't believe in none of that shit. They just came into it because it was a hot market. They had an opportunity. They knew how to make YouTube videos and get viewers. And they come in, they make their money from YouTube ads, and then they haul ass. That's all they do. They don't give a shit about Bitcoin. They don't give a shit about crypto and making this community grow and keeping people safe from the scammers and the hypocrites like themselves. Right? They don't care about that. Now we got this, who's this new stool president? This Dave Portnoy with a stupid ass green hammer, freaking hammering his ass away. Like, really? I'm supposed to figure out how to manage a 7, 8, 9 figure portfolio from an idiot fucking, swinging a damn green Thor hammer or whatever it is that he's got, And you guys gotta remember this, guys. Why are you following this guy? Right? What is he saying that's going to help you improve your trading skills, your technical analysis skills, your fundamental analysis skills, your ability to control your bet size, your ability to know when to exit a trade, when to enter a trade? How does any of this help you guys? No. Dude swinging around a fucking stupid green hammer, and back in 2017 you got all these clowns making these entertainment videos, right? And the sad thing about it is that behind the scenes they're investing in the coins. A lot of them were investing in altcoins, but they turn around and tell you that they're shit coins. Don't you think that's hypocritical? Don't you think that, hey man, you guys are sitting here talking about, all this, and then you guys are investing into it behind the scenes, behind your viewers' back, without disclosing it? Now, if stupid ass Max Keiser would disclose, like, hey guys, I'm talking shit about these altcoins, but I just want to fully disclose, I'm invested in them, I'm buying up their altcoins left and right? I wouldn't give a shit. Then I have nothing to say. I couldn't call him out on what he's doing because he's disclosing that to his viewers. Just like whenever we say that, hey man, whenever we disclose that, hey, we invest in the coins that we talk about, right? Full disclosure, there's nothing to hide, okay? This piece of shit, right? He goes online, he talks shit about these altcoins, and then behind the scenes, he forgets. He thinks that you guys don't know it. He thinks that you guys won't go look in the history that he used to talk about Quark coin, Max coin, Keiser coin, all these stupid ass coins. And back then, the difference is that the coins that Max Keiser is calling a shit coin today, at least there's people respecting it. Okay? None of the coins that he talked about back in the old days, in 2013, 2014, 2015, none of those garbage coins that he talked about, anyone respected. No one gave a shit about Max coin. No one gave a shit about Keiser coin or Quark coin or all these stupid ass coins that he's talking about. Everybody thought it was a joke back then. Everybody knew it was a joke, and he's talking about it on his channel, right? And nowadays, there's coins out there like Cardano, like Tezos, like Ethereum. There's coins that serious engineers are working on, and he's over here talking crap about it, okay? So I just wanted to share this video, guys, with you guys, right? I hope that it opens your eyes up and that you guys don't just respect people, okay, just because, right? You don't just respect people just because they've been in the industry longer, okay? I hope that you guys respect people because they've actually done something that you guys respect. Okay, don't let somebody, just because they're a OG or they've been in this game longer than you have, don't let the fact that, you know, someone just got in there last month, you know, that you just got here last month, that you can't be a reputable source. If you're starting a YouTube channel or a crypto channel, don't think that, oh, you know, I'm new so I can't do it. You know, I encourage you to do it. Okay, you start a new channel or something, right? You want to come onto our channel and talk about it? Start broadcasting for 3 months. After 3 months, if you're still broadcasting and you still want to do it, come onto our channel and we'll talk about it. Talk about your philosophy, what your ideas are about crypto. Be happy to share your channel with other people, okay? Especially if it's about trading and investing, okay? Now, this guy Max Keiser and all these hypocrites, they're gonna hurt a lot of people in this upcoming bull market. They're gonna hurt a lot of people, okay? So, because of that, right, I'm making this video just to warn you guys, right? This dude was coming down from this side with a baseball bat right there, man. Started making me nervous, man. You know, I was in the middle of talking to you guys and it just shifted to street mode real quick, you know, because I don't like guys walking towards me with a baseball bat. But anyways, I don't know what the swimsuit modeling they're doing back there with the baseball bat, but I just thought it was funny that this guy was coming and I started to lose track of what I was talking about over here, because all I can do is keep my eyes on what the hell's he gonna do with that baseball bat, you know. But I'm in Thailand, guys, peaceful. You know, it's one of the most peaceful countries that you can live in. That's why they call it the land of smiles. Make sure you guys come and visit Thailand. If you guys hit it big, make sure that you guys swing by Bangkok. If you haven't been to Bangkok in your life before, right, it's definitely a exhilarating experience here. Unfortunately, the coronavirus issue has caused the country to shut down, so tourists can't come in. And it's hurting a lot of people here, guys. It's really hurting a lot of the people here in Thailand and in Vietnam, Cambodia, all these countries that rely heavily on tourism to support their economy, okay? So make sure you come to Bangkok and check it out. Support the locals here whenever you guys come and after the coronavirus shutdown is over with, okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching this video, guys. If you guys want to learn more about how to trade Bitcoins or cryptocurrencies the correct way or the right way, or you guys want to learn how we've done it to, you know, be able to quit our day jobs and retire early, or you guys are trying to look to grow your portfolio into a 7, 8, or 9-figure portfolio, or manage a 7, 8, 9-figure portfolio, I highly recommend that you guys go to our website at www.cryptocurrency.market/blueprint and get you a copy of our cryptocurrency investing blueprint. If you guys didn't take profits, if you guys were in crypto in 2017 and didn't retire yet, and you guys don't want to miss the second opportunity and want to make sure you guys do it correctly, I highly recommend that you guys will get you a copy of it and learn to do it correctly from people that have actually done it, and not by a bunch of fake ass piece of shit hypocrites out there, okay? So go get your copy. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at HeyTaiZen, okay? And follow if you haven't subscribed to our newsletter already, make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. You never know when YouTube's gonna shut us down, right? So every time, you know, once in a while we go crazy and talk about some idiots in crypto, like we do today with Max Keiser and company, and you know, he might send all his little fucking soft-ass followers to come over here and bitch and complain and shut our channel down or some stupid shit, you know. I wouldn't be surprised, you know, chicken shit motherfucker, all right? Anyways, follow our newsletter, www.cryptocurrency.market/newsletter, right? And then I'll look forward to seeing you guys in a future video. And again, guys, remember, don't waste your time investing in the coins that don't have a hardware wallet support. Don't waste time, invest. Keep your money off the exchange. Don't leave it on the exchange, right? I got some of you guys following me telling me, oh, you know, Binance is a big exchange, Coinbase is a big exchange. Who gives a shit how big they are, right? Do not keep your money on the exchange. You set it there, you make the trade, and you get the money back out immediately as soon as possible. Don't trust any of those damn exchanges, okay? All the exchanges that we have done business with and have used since 2012, 2013, they're all out of business, they're all bankrupt, they're all gone, with the exception of Coinbase, okay? They'll get hacked eventually. Don't worry about it, okay? That's the nature of the business. So you send it there, you get, you move your coins there, you make the trade, and you move your coins out. Even the exchanges are telling you guys, don't keep your money on the exchanges, okay? And the other thing too is use two-factor authentication. Make sure that you use two phones, guys. Have one phone, buy two of the same phone. Buy it, and then make another phone and put a copy of it and put it in your safe at home, okay? So that in case you lose access, when the market shoots up in the bull market, you're not gonna have time. If you lose your two-factor authentication, it's gonna be a pain in the ass. I just got one student call me today, and he said that he lost his phone, and I said, did you back up your phone? Did you have your two-factor authentication set up on another phone? And he said, no, he didn't. I said, why didn't you do it? We teach that in our cryptocurrency investing blueprint. I say that almost every other week in our private coaching, right? Why didn't you do it? He was, I didn't think it was necessary. Well, now that's the price that you pay. Okay, so imagine, guys, you're Bitcoin's at $100,000, or the crypto market's at $2 trillion. You need to sell, and all of a sudden you lose your phone, and then you can't access your exchange accounts because you don't have two-factor authentication. Okay, so go out there, guys. Right, protect yourself and stay safe out there. And I'll look forward to you guys. When you guys make the life-changing profits, quit your job, and be able to retire and come to Bangkok or Vietnam. I'll see you guys. We'll go drink some coconuts together and eat some jackfruit together. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video.